everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is a little bit different. It's a not necessarily a romantic one, but it is romantic nonetheless. It could be romantic, okay? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's pick a card or reading, or pick a candle, pick a pile reading is about how is your absence affecting them? How are they feeling about your absence? It is not necessarily romantic, I feel like, but it could turn romantic, alright? And yeah, I do have an apology to make though. I've been really absent, pun not intended, but I've been really absent for a little while. I got into a pretty bad accident and I hurt my knee. I've been recovering, and it's just a mess. We have on my left pile number 1 with Starseed Oracle deck and the purple candle. In the middle, we have the Moonology Oracle deck with the white candle. And on my right, we have pile number 3 with the Ethereal Tarot and the orange candle. Okay? The timestamps will be down below, alright? And let's see how your absence is affecting your person. Let's see what we got. I'll see you in your reading. Alright, pile number 1, if you chose the purple candle. Let's see. Alright, if you chose the purple candle and the Starseed Oracle, this is your reading. So, I'm gonna start. I will shuffle this deck, but first we'll get into your tarot right here. So, how is someone's sense affecting your person? Oh, we got 7 of Pentacles reversed. You can't really see it because of the window that I have on top of me. Let me see. Ooh, damn, okay. That was a lot. Ooh, that was a lot, but I feel like it does have a message though, so I'm just going to, don't mind me. Bottom of the deck we have Page of Cups. Okay. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I don't really sugarcoat. I'm just here for the real tea, okay? They do miss you. They feel like they lost a very good person in their life. They feel like you cared about them and they really didn't value you as much as you would like them to. And I also heard that you chose yourself over this connection. It feels like you invested time and energy. It's kind of like you improved yourself for this person, or it's not really for this person necessarily, but to improve your own relationships, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like they miss somebody that put effort and time and genuinely wanted to be with them. And they felt like they lost that when you went away, when you moved on. And they actually feel like you have moved on. They feel like you don't care anymore, you know what I mean? Or that you are better off without them. They really feel like they provoked this. They provoked this turn of events on this connection, and it's really saddening them. They're disappointed. They're lost. Like, not lost, but they do feel the loss. You know? And so they feel really alone. And it's not because the universe is putting them through this loneliness. It's because they provoked this onto themselves. And I feel like they didn't give you the value that you are actually worthy of. They are pretty disappointed. We got Sword and Rose, Protection, Power, Force, and Honor. And then we have Not Enough and Girl with a Snake. I feel like for some of you, they could have been in a relationship with another person. Or they could have... It could have... Like, this separation could have happened because of another person. You know what I mean? They didn't value your words, your efforts, and so on. And it feels like it could have... The other person could have put some poison in them, and they felt really frustrated in this relationship because of the other person. It feels like this separation didn't really happen because of you, or perhaps because of them necessarily or totally, but there's definitely another person in the picture. And they were very frustrated in this sort of dynamic, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it feels as though that this sort of breakup, quote unquote, your absence is giving them a lot of clarity on what to do next, I would say. Or how much you meant to them. How much you actually mean to them. We have I Remember. Okay, we have I Remember. And now we're gonna shuffle from this one. How is their absence affecting them? So those are a lot of cards. I'm just gonna... Okay. Alright, a time to give rather than take. This person feels like you are very connected spiritually. Spiritually, you have this understanding. You could even talk to them telepathically. You can even hear their voices, or they could hear your voice from time to time, like telepathically speaking to one another, while physically you're in no contact. You know what I mean? And they feel like they want to give what you gave to them. It's a time to give you the time, effort, energy, everything that you put on the table back to you, you know? And I feel like this separation or this absence is really giving them clarity on how to proceed if they choose to talk to you, which with the Page of Cups being in the bottom, being their shadow, I do feel like they do want to talk to you. They do want to reach out. They do want to I'm hearing rebuild, but in this sense would be try again. And I feel like they want to genuinely give back what you put on the table and make you feel worthy. Make you feel like, you know, they understand you like you understood them, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely, like the snake, a girl with a snake and the snake. Like there was a person that was influencing this connection, and therefore this person chose to walk away from you, or you chose to walk away from them, or both of you, you know what I mean? Because you didn't want to get hurt furthermore. Like, perhaps you were pretty hurt. You got pretty hurt from this connection, and yeah, they're also very physically attracted to you. I got keys on the ring, and then I see here one night stand and having many options. And being very unconventional. Perhaps this connection was very unconventional to them. Like, it never happened to them before. Perhaps they are in a relationship with this other person and they've never felt so physically, mentally, and spiritually connected to others. And so this was very new to them. Like with the Fool, this was a new adventure for them. Like, they were in unknown territory, you know what I mean? Because they remember you. Perhaps you met before, like you met in your previous lifetimes, or kind of like you have this soul contract to fulfill and you didn't in your previous lifetime, and then, or perhaps you did and they remember, or there's some sort of soul contract in here. It feels like a soulmate. My definition of soulmate perhaps is very different than most of you that are watching, but for me, a soulmate can be your dog, can be your cat, can be literally anything and anyone, as long as you have a soul connection to this person, like a partnership, a soul contract to fulfill, you know what I mean? For me, that's a soulmate. And for me, like, what I'm sensing in this specific reading for you guys is that this person had a soul contract with you to fulfill, and you remember that. That's why you're so connected physically, mentally, emotionally, like energetically. You know what I mean? And they definitely feel the same. It's out of this world. Like, they could even been telling you, like, this connection is out of this world. I've never felt something like this. You know what I mean? So this is how they feel about you, is this, I lost this person. To a certain extent, they feel at fault. But because they made the decision to walk away as well. But also because this other person influenced their decision. Which is sad to see. Let's see what the extended has to say. Give us a preview of the extended. Oh shit. Tower reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Judgment reversed. Jeez. Nine of Swords. Okay. So, in the extended, so I feel like this person tried to avoid making this decision. This person tried to drag it on. This person was dreading to make the decision because they didn't want to lose you. They didn't want to go through that. And even so, because of this other person, they were having a lot of trouble sleeping. They were stressed out. They were having nightmares. They were overthinking. Like, they didn't really want to make this decision. And with Judgment reversed, it seems as though that this decision wasn't entirely theirs. But it was theirs at the same time. It seems like it was forced on them, but they also take accountability for accepting that. And they really want to talk to you about it. They really want to reach out to you with the Page of Swords. there's so many things on their mind that they want to tell you, and we're going to talk about them in the extended. So if you would like to know what they want to tell you, the link to the extended will be down below, okay? And yeah, this will be the end of the reading, I would say. Very straight to the point. Okay, so if you guys would like to see or watch the extended, the link will be down below, okay? And if you would like to follow me on my social media, you're also allowed to do so. The links will also be down below, the timestamps will be down below, and all of those good things. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to exchange the energy, leave a like in this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will see you on my next video. Goodbye for now. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, okay? So, let's start with shuffling this one. Oh, there we go. Priorities lie ahead. Okay. The bottom we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay. And we're gonna get into your tarot shortly. Let me just get the vibe. How does Pile 2 person is feeling with their absence? How is their absence affecting them? Is their absence affecting them? Oh. Those are a lot of cards, but I'll take the top one. Breath of the Cosmos, my will to tie will, micromanaging. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Let's see. We have Inner Earth. You will survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Alright. So let's see. How is Pile 2's absence affecting Pile? What? Wait, what? How is Pile 2's person being affected by their absence? Let's shuffle once more. Okay. Let's see. How are they being affected? Jeez. 6 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. How are they being affected? Ooh. The Lovers. The Ace of Swords. Okay. How are they really being affected? The Star by their absence. Okay, the energy is actually really different from pile number 1, I would say. Like, it is calmer. It is calmer. They're definitely doing their work. Let's see. How are they feeling with their absence? Oh, we have a lot of cards though. Hold on. How are they doing with their absence? Okay, and then girl with the snake. Alright, so Pile 2's has a very, very different kind of energy, I would say. Okay. They are definitely they're definitely doing the inner work. And they're definitely feeling way better about your absence. It is not affecting them how it was affecting, I'm hearing a year before or a year ago. Perhaps for some of you it has been going on for a few years. Okay? That's something to keep in mind, but it is, they are definitely moving on. They're definitely coming to peace with your absence, and they're actually just kind of like doing their own thing. They're spending time with friends. They're living in the moment. They're happily single, and they're definitely having fun. They feel way better about this. They feel like this ending has or bring a new beginnings, you know what I mean? There's definitely a lot of growth and change and liberation and transition in this. They are definitely learning a lot more about boundaries than before. They definitely have a lot more boundaries right now. And I would feel like they came to peace with your absence. The Six of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, they're definitely working on themselves. They're definitely working on their own journey, I would say. They're putting a lot of work into different things. And they're definitely discovering about themselves a lot more than, you know, what they did know about themselves when they were with you. And they're definitely undergoing on that sort of journey. The Lovers is a card of harmony and love. I would say, like, they still feel like you guys had a beautiful connection, you know what I mean? But this breakup was definitely necessary for them to grow. They're definitely healing because of the Star and Temperance. Like, they're taking their time, they're finding balance in their life again, they're finding kind of like this, they're finding their inner peace, you know what I mean? And they're definitely healing, they're definitely doing really, really well on their own. And they're just waiting for the right time. Perhaps they do really want to talk to you and reconnect and so on, but I feel like they're doing really, really well in their life. And they are putting a lot more emphasis on boundaries and healing. Yeah. It's just kind of like this sense of I'm happy I met you, but I'm also happy that this was over. It is very sad though, but I don't want to sugarcoat anything. This is exactly what I'm seeing, you know? How are they feeling? The Five of Pentacles. Let's make some sense out of this. How did they feel in the beginning? Okay. How did they feel in the beginning? Jesus. How did they feel in the beginning? Okay, so this is their perspective of things. It doesn't really necessarily mean that this is, you know, this is their perspective of things. It doesn't reflect your perspective of things, okay? So in the beginning, they felt in love. You know, there's love, there's feelings, there's emotions, there's all of these things, but I'm seeing red flags in here. I'm seeing red flags, and perhaps they didn't have high enough boundaries with you, and they ignored the red flags, you know what I mean? Like, we're not perfect. We're not perfect human beings. We do make mistakes. We do, like, we can be, you know, healing and still have red flags because we're learning and we're growing and we're evolving, you know? Like, we're not perfect, okay? And perhaps you did have some red flags that they ignored and they allowed you to kind of like be in their space all the time, like smothering them, you know, not allowing them to be, you know what I mean? Like there was just so much love and so many feelings that you were just on top of each other all the time, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like how he felt. And perhaps when things went wrong, it was just too messy emotionally, and he was just ignoring the hints, you know, ignoring the hints that maybe I should walk away, maybe I should put more boundaries, you know, the voice in his head, he was always ignoring it because of his feelings, because he wanted to be with you. He wanted to listen to you, he wanted to understand you, all of those things, and it's just, you know, he's feeling a lot better than, you know, when he was with you, and when things were good, they were really good. But when things went to shit, then they were shit. They were shitty. Like, he still really doesn't understand most of the things with the Ace of Swords. He's still perhaps not wanting to see the whole truth like this. Perhaps he's still discovering the whole truth by being in silence and by rediscovering himself and so on, and working on himself. Yeah, he feels like he's in a better place right now than he was before. Yeah, prosperity lies ahead, and you'll survive this, and solutions and beginnings. Like, he's definitely starting fresh. He's definitely healing and in a lot better place than he was when you guys were together, or when you were, you know, constantly talking to one another and so on. Okay, how is he feeling? Let's get a little bit deeper. How is dude feeling with their absence? Oh, I got a special card. Oh. Two of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles. How are they feeling with their absence? Yeah, they're definitely feeling like, I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, Two of Cups reversed, and Justice. Like, it's not everything is necessarily bad, okay? Like, bad in a sense, like they're not missing you and so on. Like, they definitely value the experience that they had with you, but it seems as though that they feel like the intention was there, you know, but you couldn't really channel it properly, you know, because of perhaps your past and so on, and they're definitely working really, really hard. Perhaps they're, with Justice and the Three of Pentacles, perhaps they're working with another person professionally, perhaps counseling or therapy to kind of like work on themselves and healing as well. Like, they feel the disconnection, they feel like the breakup, whatever that was, like love, friendship, so on. They definitely feel that. But they also feel like this was the best course of action for the both of you, you know? So, yeah, that's basically the feeling that I'm having. Like, they feel like you're not there, you know? Like, this is not happening anymore. They do think of you from time to time because, you know, you're a person. You were in their life in one way or another. But they also feel like I feel lighter without these actions or these events happening constantly in my life. You know, so this is exactly what I'm feeling and seeing. You know, it's a person that, you know, we went through all of these things, all of these issues, all of these events. He still perhaps has feelings for you, you know? But why do I keep saying he? They perhaps have feelings for you still. but they feel like, again, it is, we're better off this way. That's what I heard just now, okay? Alright, so let's see a preview for your extended pile number 2. Ooh, we're getting deep into their feelings. Okay. How is their absence affecting them? What's on number 2 side? Absence affecting them. Ooh, yeah, okay. We're getting deeper into... Yeah, we're definitely getting deeper into their feelings and emotions and, you know, psyches, I would say. So, in your extended, we're going to be talking about how they're really, really, really feeling. Like, I feel like, yes, they feel like they're better off this way. Yes, they're undergoing on their own journey of healing and so on, and yes, they're better off without the events and what, you know, provoked all of that. But in your extended, we're gonna go deeper into this. So it definitely feels like on one side they are a lot more stable, they are more prosperous, they're rebuilding their trust, their inner trust, not just inside of them, but outwards as well. They're a lot more stable, a lot more happy, a lot more committed to this journey, and they're a lot more optimistic about the future. Okay. However, there's this other side, I would say, like their shadow, with the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. The 8 of Cups, like, they felt left behind, okay? They felt like, or they feel, how this is affecting them is that basically they feel left behind, basically. Not also they feel left behind, but like they abandoned you in this connection. Like, it could have been so much more. And sometimes they do have their ups and downs in their own journey. We all do, and they do have their relapses and so on. And in their relapses, we're going to be talking about their relapses and why do they feel like they are left behind? Why do they feel like they left you behind, you know what I mean? And why they feel so restless, like their heart, I would say like their mind is racing while their heart and body want to rest, you know? A lot of anxiety in this, and that's what they're healing. So in your extended, we're going to be talking about all of this. And without further ado, we're going to be doing your extended reading. And aside from that, I have nothing else to add. Thank you so much for requesting. What? Aside from that, I have nothing else to add. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to exchange the energies and give this video a like, subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any videos that I'll be posting. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me in your reading. Okay, we're gonna be shuffling. I gotta say, you guys, I hope your reading is a lot more lighter. It's a lot more lighter than the previous groups, because holy cow, they were very, very deep. I am offering extended readings to go deeper into your reading, you know what I mean? And all of them were deeper than the ocean, bruh. Alright, so if you chose the beautiful orange candle or the Ethereal Tarot, I'm unsure of what the actual name is, but here we are. It doesn't really matter, does it? Okay? Alright, so let's see. reshuffling once more. Okay. It's not really shuffling the way I wanted to shuffle, but we're gonna go with the flow, baby. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about how your person is feeling with your absence. How are they feeling with your absence? Jesus. Okay. So we got Nine of Swords, Justice, and the Moon reverse. How are they feeling with Parliament's absence? Knight of Wands. Ooh! Jesus. Alright. How are they feeling? The World reversed. Ooh boy, they're not feeling that good though. How are they feeling? Number twos. I got Temperance for the previous readings. I'm not even kidding. I think. Okay. How are they feeling with pile and number 3's absence? Jesus. Right. I'm hearing I could have been better. I could have been a better person. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Okay. I could have been a better person. I could have treated you better. Alright. So, how are they feeling with your absence? I would say, like, they regret a lot. They do regret a lot. I feel like they're realizing now that they didn't treat you the best way possible. They know they didn't treat you the best way possible. The King of Pentacles for me is a person that knows their worth, that knows that they deserve abundance, that they can give abundance and receive abundance. Like, it's the person that has this kind of, they're dependable, you know what I mean? Trustworthy, loyal, and it's like very down to earth, very warm kind of energy. And by being in reversed, they treated you like you were nothing. Like you, they have like you didn't matter, you know, later down the line. And they do feel like they didn't treat you fairly. I'm hearing like they treated you like an option, and right now they are, with your absence, they're realizing that they treated you poorly and that you were an option, you know, that they didn't treat you like you deserve to be treated. They're also having a lot of troubles thinking and sleeping, and just overall a lot of doubts and insecurities that come from your absence, you know what I mean? They feel like this was a fair thing to do with Justice, Libra energy. Like this was a consequence of their actions, you leaving. And it seems as though that right now things are getting a lot more clearer with the Moon reversed. That they wanted everything. They wanted everyone or everything, I would say, with the Nine of Cups here and the Nine of Wands there. They had a lot of passion to give, but once they had that passion, they moved on. and you didn't deserve that. That's how they feel with your absence. They wanted everything and everyone. They couldn't decide. And that's just the consequences, his karma, basically. Like, you going away because of that. You going away because he couldn't make his mind. Or they couldn't make their minds. I keep saying he. I am so sorry. I know, there's pronouns and all those things, but it just comes out so naturally. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm trying. So they feel like this is a consequence. They also feel mad. It's not like mad, but it's like revolution. Like, they feel like they wanna flip their world upside down. Yeah, there's a lot of, and they feel like they don't feel good about your absence at all. With the world reversed, it's just the feeling of incompletion. Because you treated them so well, and they didn't give you the value. They treated you like an option. It was so fiery, so good. And all of those things. But you never felt like you were a priority. And so, because you made them feel like they were not a priority, they were kind of like, you treated them good, you treated them with respect, you treated them like, they were an important person in your life, and it feels like they didn't give that back. So they feel like they lost something important. They feel incomplete. They feel like, there's something missing, basically. Okay? And again, Temperance, I had this card pop up like at least 3 times in the past readings. So, if they were, I'm looking at this water as in a way of channeling. If they channeled the energy of being passionate, of being kind of like this confident and charming person, and if they channeled that into you, into your connection, perhaps they could have like switched the world around, and this King of Pentacles could have been like this, and it would have been a stable, reliable, resourceful kind of connection, you know what I mean? But since they couldn't find a way to do that, it's just kind of like, I lost something or someone that made me feel important, and I didn't do it back. So it's kind of like how they're feeling with your absence. I also got sunglasses. They may also be looking at on your social media, on your Instagram stories, on your Facebook. I'm also seeing Twitter for some of you. If you have Twitter, I'm also sensing that they are waiting for you to post something as well. They also feel sad and they miss you. They're thinking about you, and they're very unsure of the future with you, if they have a future with you. You know what I mean? And they want to let you know that they're thinking of you as well, but they know that this perhaps isn't the right course of action because of how things went down with you, and how it can impact how you're feeling right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, and they definitely feel like there's some kind of, they want to be with you. There's a sense of, I don't know, regret, but perhaps they can not change. Perhaps they cannot change because they have a restraint, or they have a block in some sort of way, or they have too many options and they have to make a decision, and afraid to make that decision, you know what I mean? They're afraid of settling down, or to just kind of like make someone a priority because they're afraid that you're not going to reciprocate anymore. Perhaps they felt like that before, and this is just something that they're projecting onto others, especially with you or to you, and it's a very complicated situation, I would say. You know, that's basically how they're feeling about your absence. Let's get some Starseed. How are they feeling with pile 2's? Pile 3 is at absence. Pile 3 is absence. How are they feeling? Oh, okay, there we go. Water your garden. Okay. Yeah, they feel, I don't know, they feel like they need to get some rest and take care of themselves. They need to take care of their soul in order to balance spirituality and practicality, you know? I feel like they're finally realizing, like I said with the moon reverse, there's a need, or there's some clarity happening, you know, when it comes to your connection, and they're realizing that they need to take care of this issue. They can no longer procrastinate on that. They need to start making decisions, and it's hard on them. It is hard. Okay. So hold on. This was your reading. Let's take a look. We're doing an extended today, okay? So if you would like to see your extended, the link will be in the description, okay? It does support me and this channel to keep on doing this, okay? We're gonna have a preview of what it is. So pile 3. Okay. Pile 3. How are you feeling with your absence? Jeez. How are you feeling with your absence? Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Cups, reverse, the Tower. How are they feeling with your absence? Judgment, the 9 of Cups. How are they feeling? The Hierophant reversed. Okay. So, a preview of your extended is basically they're overindulging in some aspects of their life. I feel like this has to do with the people that they date or the people that they hang out with. The fact that they are super charismatic and super into other people, and they chase when hearts desire, and whenever they have it, it's kind of like they stop chasing it and they move on to the next one. I feel like they're overindulging in that sort of sense to cope with is happening. It is a short term happiness, I would say, like the Wheel of Fortune. It is very quick to change. Like it's kind of like this shot of happiness that you get by drinking, by hanging out, by having one night stands. You know what I mean? It's the momentarily happiness. You know what I mean? In the Tower, they feel like with your absence, it was all of a sudden like it was just something that they weren't expecting. You know what I mean? Like they feel in a way that they feel chaotic. You know, like this. There's this chaoticness about them. And because of their overindulgence, they're not making the right decisions for themselves. They're not dealing with the right person, with the right people, I would say, and they're not taking accountability for their actions whenever people call them out. And they're very disconnected with their spirit, with the Hierophant reverse. They're very disconnected with themselves, and they're taking a very unconventional kind of approach to everything that they're dealing in with the people that they encounter. So we're going to be looking at why they're doing this and where that's going to lead them, because this is not healthy for them, and I feel like we're gonna uncover a lot of these things. So this is going to be your extended. I feel like there's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit dark in the sense of their secrets and their motives. You know what I mean? So thank you so much for oh my god. So thank you so much for watching your reading and watching this video. Let's exchange some energy. You give this video a like and also subscribe if you like the content, of course, and I'll provide these type of readings whenever. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you either on the extended or on my next video. Goodbye for now.